All right. Good evening. We are in week 4 of our Amazon Captain Druid and Elf game, and you can see the scores here. It's the Elf and the Captain pretty commandingly in the lead here at the end of week 3. The Amazon is still looking to score on Navigator and Merchant, so that's 2 more points. She can get a windfall and a dwelling, which can help her finish up Merchant. She also has the Lost Shaman with her, so she is at least in a position to make a move. But she is cursed and she cannot score on prowess because she has disgust. So that sucks a little bit. She can't rest either, so she really needs to. She could really use to get to the chapel here. To do so, though, she's got a little ways to go. Since she's here and the chapel is through the mountains and the enchanted nutwood to there. It's doable. And if she does it by the end of the game, then like if you took this negative 97 away, she might be in second place for prowess and actually be able to score a point off there. So that's pretty good. And so that's what we're hoping. That'll shoot her up at least into second place, potentially. But no treasures, she's not going to get spells. So, we'll see how that goes. The captain made good with his guard, but the guard are ready to leave for their next gig. I think the captain, in the meantime, is going to, and his one follower died, which sort of sucks because that was a good follower. He has this rogue. The rogue's fine. But he had the rogue axeman, which was just incredible. So definitely going to be less powerful than he was. Now, having said that, he can score Young Knight. He can score Gambler. Since Gambler can be done at the house here with the soldiers. So the captain's looking at a quick 2 points, maybe. Unfortunately, then I'm really not sure what he's going to do to end out the game. So that's that. Druid's been sort of the crap. I'm showing you the scores the whole time too. The Druid has been sort of my lame character this round. I didn't do a very good job with him. He has rescue out, but otherwise, his draws, his card draws have been pretty bad. In fact, he typically has only had one guy, one card score points the entire time. So I really don't know what I'm going to do with the Druid this last week. I think maybe, I think he can go for spells because he does have at least one object, and that will get him a point and a half. So that gets him up to 4 points. He can go for that rescue in the mountains with the giant, but I'm not exactly sure how he's going to pull that off. So that could be why, and he could always trade cards in. We also have the 3 events, so we do have that option as well. The elf is solidly in the lead. Big Game Hunter hasn't worked out for him. Troll Slayer, he's been sort of dinking with the troll, but that hasn't worked. And locate the statue, which he does know where to go, but it's a little bit of a long haul for him. And so I don't know that he's going to get down there before the end of the game runs out. I'm sort of hoping to kill the troll, but with a 1 in 6 chance, I am not looking, it's not looking good. So that's it. That's where we're at for the final week. I do need to pick 3 cards from the deck of events. So we pick 3 cards a week from the events deck. These are sort of the play cards. Everybody has a chance to complete these. So throughout the game, you're going to see 12 and 12 only. Some of them are just NPCs that come up and hirelings, and some are options to score points. Most of them come up in random spaces. So it is a little bit of, RNG in terms of who they favor, since sometimes they can pop up right next to you, and other times they can pop up across the board, and so on. So let's see what 3 we get. We're getting the Inquisition. So for the rest of the game, the Inquisition shows up, a Goblin Horde, and the Lost Scholar. So let's put Lost Scholar out. That's an easy one. Where is the Scholar? Scholar was in their hut, but now they are lost. So we will put them on the board, and we will put them on the board based on this roll here. I really should copy these charts into the game. Excuse me. 6-2, Deep Woods 2. So the Lost Scholar appears in Deep Woods 2. I would argue that, if anything, favors the captain. So we do have a Lost Scholar. We have a Goblin Horde. Goblin Horde is 5 Axe Goblins and a Sword Goblin at 2-5, Cavern 5. So let me grab the pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Axe Goblins, and their leader, the Sword Goblin. And these have to be cleared, but once they're cleared, anyone that's killed any of these goblins, so Cavern 2, will get a point. Whoever kills the Sword Goblin gets a treasure as well. And finally, the Inquisition. So let me put these on here. So we have Lost Scholar, Goblin Horde in the Cavern, and Inquisition till end of game. And so the Inquisition, killing a demon or the imp will get you a victory point. The last week, turning in any item with black magic, or type 5 spell. So any item that has type 5 or black gets you a victory point. Ending a day at the chapel and wounding your highest asterisk magic chit. You can earn multiple VP, but only 1 per category. So kill demon or imp, black mad, turn in a demonic artifact, or sacrifice your magic chit, and that's wounded effectively. That's the easiest way to score typically for mages. That's an easy point. And let's see who benefits from that the most. Probably the druid, right? The druid is right here. So that's a quick point for the druid. Now, does he have an item? I really should have made it white also, or type 1. Now, he wouldn't turn that in because it's a great treasure. Apparently earns him 1.5 points turn as it is. So, okay. We are set up, and now it's the Amazon's. We're going to write the Amazon's move. So I think she's going to get out of dodge. And she's got to be a little bit careful coming through here. She wants to get as soon as possible to the chapel, but she has to be at least a little bit careful. So she's probably going to 1, 2, 3. She could move 4. I mean, this is the last week, so it's not time to be super cautious. She could get to here with a hide. She could also just stay there, but she doesn't have much to do unless she hides. I mean, she doesn't have anything to do with 2 extra phases. She can't rest. But I think she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hide. So she's going to move, hide, move, and extra move, and that's going to be to 1, 2, 3, 4, mountain 4. Move, empty 4. Done. That's going to be her day 22. The captain, now his guard will leave at the end of today. I say he picks up the scholar. Unfortunately, we have goblins remaining. If we didn't have goblins remaining, I would just go 1, 2, 3, 4 right back here and just try to book it because he wants to take the scholar. So this is an easy one. He takes the scholar, he grabs him, he heads back, picks up the knight on the way, ends up back at the house. You were scoring 1, 2, 3 points in the last week. That is a ton of points to score in the last week. That is very lucky. Having said that, I mean, his guys will protect him the rest of the day, but against 6 sword goblins, that is a non-trivial fight. Definitely a non-trivial fight, even for the guard. So I think he's going to go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just going to go 1, 2, and then maybe hide twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think he goes 2 into the deep woods and hides twice. And the reason is, oops, come on. No? I can't type anymore on this. What the heck's going on? There we go. Move to the deep woods, and we'll hide 2 times. And we might as well see what's in there. I mean, it's probably that useful to see what's there, but it avoids, I would argue, this, and this I feel is most dangerous to him right now. I don't want to pop goblins. If I pop something in here, so be it. We're not going to get the Lost Castle because it's already popped. So I pick up the Scholar, I hide, then I run back pretty much, and then so this is day 1, so day 22. Maybe day 23. Day 24, you're there. Day 25, you're there. I think you're good to go. All right, so that's the captain's move. The druid, pretty happy, I think, with how that turned out. I think what he's going to do is I'm going to search 4 times. We're going to try to read runes. We do get no bonuses reading runes. So I do expect it to be a little clunky, but if I can read runes and get a spell, then I'll match the elf. That's a 1.5. That's a big swing, right? There's a half point down for the elf. It's a 2-point swing between the elf and the druid. In the meantime, he could, if he needs to, walk in there, sacrifice the magic chit, and that's going to give him an extra point as well from the Inquisition. So that's a quick 2.5 points potentially that he can get. Let's hope that that goes well for him. The elf, on the other hand, is stuck because he's stuck in this little battle with this troll. I don't know if that's worth it, but he's going to do it one last time at least. Getting Troll Slayer would be great, but geez. I think the elf is a little bit tapped out here for the end of the game. So that's day 22 for everybody. Can the elf take advantage of any of these things that pop? Not necessarily. If he can get back to, I mean, he probably can get back to and do the Inquisition by sacrificing also again. So, all right, let's get our sequence of play today. Sorry, high energy. I know. Amazon is first, Captain, Elf, Druid. So Amazon goes first. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with a hide. So, oh, we need a monster roll, by the way. It's 1, dragons. We have not seen many dragons. I think we saw a dragon roll at the very beginning of the game, but none after that. So she does hide. And that's probably for the best because she is going to pop. Flutter and Roar is going to pop dragons, I'm pretty sure. Now, this is a mountain tile, so let's see. Flutter for sure. And Roar doesn't because So Flutter for sure in 1. Roar is only for caves. So that's good. That doesn't hurt her. So she is done. The captain goes. Captain goes 1-2. He's going to hide 2 times. Not knowing what he fails once, not knowing what's in there, he succeeds the second time. So he's flipped over. The scholar is on him, ready to be taken back to civilization. Stink and the vault in 3. So nothing there even to tempt our captain. The elf goes here. With his extra hide, he hides. He does. Goes back into Trollville to hopefully kill this troll. 1 hit. He's going to one-shot the troll. Finally, the druid is going to search 3 times. He is going to search the beast pipes, read runes, and he needs a 3, 2, or 1. And a 5 is a curse. 3. Bam. He learns and awakens the spell one shot. He one-shots this spell. That's awesome. It's a type 8. So I think we do need, those are type 7s. We do need, we don't need this. We need objects, saved objects, type 8 spells. There it is. Oops, I didn't want to draw that out. So I'm going to need to shuffle those and then draw one. And we get Disguise. The druid could not care less about Disguise at the moment. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not, it's not the worst spell. Not as good as Persuade, but it's not the worst either. But what he does get is he gets a learned spell. So he's got Beast Pipes. He's got Disguise. Done. That is the day. And I think we're looking at our elf guy. So we're using Ambush Protocol here. So the elf is in ambush against the troll. He kills the troll on a 1 in 6 because the troll is a tremendous armored creature, and we all know the elf's bow capabilities, so we need to roll a 1. 1. He does one-shot him. God damn, he one-shots him. So, that's weirdly awesome. He scores Troll Slayer. He gets Troll Guts, which he can make into a potion, but he doesn't really care at the moment. But that is worth a point. And he gets 8 prowess from slaying the troll. So that's literally his first kill of the game. And that's that. So let's turn in Troll Slayer for the elf. Let's pull. He gets Navigator. That is rough. That is especially rough this late in the game. Because you have to find 3. And he's not found any. Has he found any already? Always count things you've already found just to not penalize you if you've already found several paths or passages. He hasn't. Is that doable at this stage in the game? I suppose he could find here. And at the Deep Woods. Actually, that's not the worst for him. If you can make it up to the Deep Woods. So this Runes 1-5 is obviously there. And then the Deep Woods has a couple quickies to get. And the elf has a little trick up his sleeve that we could use in this case. So I think we're going to go for Navigator for him. Everybody else, I think we are where we are, and we need to write day 23. So let's see what the Amazon's going to do. The Amazon's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she can hide. So she's going to hide and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So hide, move, extra move, move, So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I counted that right. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. So here, this will be your extra move because then it's actually move, and then move to the inn. So hopefully she moves to the inn, hidden. Theoretically, she scores lost shaman. We'll see, and that's her move for day 23. The captain, Caesar's nothing here for him, so he's going to book it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smoke in the mountains. I think we're going to go for it. I think we're going to make a run for it, pretty much. So we're just going to go to the ledges. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go to ledges 4. Move, ledges 4. Done. And his guys are gone. So we should leave them where they are, which is where he is right now. Because at the end of the day, they stop being his buddies and but that's our plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make it to the ledges and we'll go from there. Druid. So, okay. Druid's got his spell. So, man, we don't even need to. So I think we're going to go to move to the chapel. And we're going to score Inquisition. And then we're going to go we're going to hide and we're going to move again. So I think we should be at the inn by the end of that move. So that's done. The elf is going to look for navigator. So hide 1, 2. Now, unfortunately, that's as far as he can get because he's going to touch the woods, but he's going to hide and end up in Borderlands 1. So we're going to extra hide, move BL1. Done. All right. I think the rest of the field here is a little concerned that the elf is actually scoring again. I thought, maybe they thought he might not score again last week and that they would make their run. Elf's going to go. He moves. He hides. He's there. It is a 4. So Stink is going to draw. Stink C draws nothing because they're all gone. So he is done. For the captain, 1, 2, 3, 4. And no trolls, no giants in this hex. So done. The druid is going to go 1. He's going to hide. He rolls 1 die on hides. And he does end up at the end. So he is done. And then finally, the Amazon is going to hide 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's going to get to the end, potentially hidden also. Let's see in a minute. She does not hide. So she is stuck at the end. No one shows up at the end because the Lancers are predisposed. Okay. So let's go through now everybody's plight here. Elf has nothing. Captain has nothing. The Druid is hidden. The Amazon does have to roll against the neutral. So we roll on the meeting table. That ends up a 5, so that's a no deal. So she's fine there. She turns in the Lost Shaman, who takes up permanent residence at the inn. She scores the Lost Shaman, so that's a point for her. So she's up to actually 4 points of cards. So very good. She's going to end a day in a dwelling for 5 gold. Also good. She has not yet popped Navigator, so that's also an interesting question. Miner. You mean an irritated miner in a cave clearing. So, okay. Where is this irritated miner in a clearing in the caves? He's in clearing 1. So the miner in clearing 1. So we put him there. So there you go. We got that. So she does also need to pop. I mean, she's just trying to get here, but she also needs to pop a secret path. This would be a good one. Maybe she should have done on the way here, but she also wants to try to buy something from maybe the Lancer. She's friendly with the Lancers. And then she would sell it elsewhere. Definitely something to consider. That miner is out of play, and no one else can get it but her. It is her quest. It is not. It's not a random guy. It is for her. She's heard of the miner. What are we gonna do? Well, I think we're done with the day. I don't think anybody else has anything for the day, so we are going to put this back, and we're going to write our next day. And we're up to day 24. So let's look at the Amazon's position here. She can pop Navigator if she finds a single passage. I think what she's going to do is she's going to go one to the Lancers, hide. She's going to hide. Extra move to the Lancers. She's going to trade 2 times. And then she's going to move to the chapel. That will get rid of her curse. She can then sell tomorrow. And then I still think she'll have time with her move buff to get back and try to find the last point for herself. So they are scoring this last week. Sometimes you don't get scores in the last week. So our captain here is going to go to the young knight. And he's going to run through to Curse Valley. So he's going to move to CV. And he will hopefully score the young knight on his way past, as the knight will evaluate him. And since he's not a mage, he will join with him. And he has 4 gold, which is just enough to do that. Our elf, well, our druid. So what is our druid trying to accomplish here? Well, the first thing our druid's going to do is he's going to turn in guide that night. Get 1 more card. Sudden Insight. Oh, geez. Play during a search phase to automatically get a locate result. Well, that's great. He just took 1 for... He took 1 event for another, so that's not cool. Can we execute a rescue without getting ourselves killed? Rescue. No. Rescue. If you are in the clearing and all the monsters are dead, you can free the captive with stealth by being hidden and rolling a locate. So, yes. Strangely enough, that sudden insight helps us a lot because we can go in. So I think I have the druid's move. Hide, 1, 2, 3. So he can hide and get in there. Or how about hide? So is this a mountain clearing? It is a mountain clearing. Yes, we're gonna hide. We're gonna hide. Well, we can't get in there, so we're gonna hide twice and get into the mountains. There you go. That's our plan. So hide twice, and then move into the mountain. So he's good, and then finally the elf, who is trying to score Navigator. The elf is going to use his extra hide. Of course, extra hide, move to the ruins, and then search, and search to try to find the secret path. And that's it. That's our day. Everybody is just trying to clear out their last quest or two here. 2. So we got Serpents and Demons online to vex our players here. So we got the elf first. He moves. He does have a hide. Oops, he does have a hide, which he will do now. He fails it. And he's going to search 3 times. So he needs a 3, a 2, or a 1. He fails once. He fails twice. Come on, we got to get this. No, he's going to fail again. He fails 3 times. He is done. Nothing appears, though, because monster rolls a 2. We're looking for triangle. The Amazon hides once, moves into the Lancers. So she's going to hide 1 time. She does. She moves up to the Lancers. Now she's going to trade. So she has 14 bucks. The Lancers are friendly to her. I suppose I could buy a spear, but let's at least see what they have. Elven Slippers and Map of the Lost Castle. So the thing is, so it really comes down to, so what does the friendly table look like? She has how many trades? She has 2 trades. Ideally, she wants to get it like that. She doesn't want to be waiting to get it. So if she does price times 4, she can buy the Map of the Lost Castle for 12 bucks. I think that's what she's going to shoot for. So she's going to take the Map of the Lost Castle, and she's going to roll on this with her friendly Lancers. And the reason is, remember, it's guaranteed profit. When she goes to sell it, she's going to sell it for twice what she paid for, not even its face value. That's the merchant card. So it's an auto profit. It is actually a very potentially lucrative card. So let's see what she gets on this roll. 4, price times 3. She's going to take it. She's going to buy it for 9. So done. So for 9 bucks, so I'm going to put, she's going to buy for 9. So minus 9. And that goes there. So she bought for 9. And then she moves to the chapel. And she is done. The captain goes in. He pays the young knight 4 bucks to travel with him. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to end up in 2, right like that, with the young knight in tow. We'll put the young knight here with our guy. And 4 bucks, 4, and a point, because we're going to score that card. And the young knight, and we should put the stats on the counter, is an H6 star 4 and an M4 star 5. So he's a weird fighter. I think I patterned him after one of the natives. I will vaguely keep this card just for the stats. Actually, I think isn't he? He's based off someone very specific. He's based on one of these. So what is he? H6. See, he's not pikeman. That doesn't make much sense, does it? No, it doesn't. Well, maybe he is. Actually, he is a pikeman, right? Yes, effectively, he is a pikeman. So there you go, done. So we're gonna just grab a pikeman. There you go. There's the young knight. So we'll delete this. Young knight comes off the board since it has been resolved. Oops. Shaman comes off the board. It's been resolved. Remember that the monastery, first person to get to the monastery has to fight 2 dragons, but you do get a point if you get there. And so the captain is done. The druid hides twice into the mountains with him. So let's hide 2 times. He rolls 1 die for hiding, so let's roll 1 die for hiding. Done. And he goes there. Now, this is where, is there anything upside down triangle-y? No. She has nothing. The elf has nothing. And didn't find what he wanted to find either. So, all right. I think that's it for the day here. We are just cleaning up cards pretty much. Day 25 for the Amazon. First thing she's going to do is trade. And we know that that's going to score her merchant. So that is going to be done. So she's going to trade there. Next is, for her, is Navigator. So once she does the trade, she's going to go 1, 2. She's not going to leave herself much time. Is there anywhere else she can find? 1, 2. No. I think she rushes back. 1, 2. She could go 3, 4 with 1 trade, but that is sort of naked. No hide, no nothing. So I don't. And oh, by the way, hold on. She is cured of all of her crap, so her curses are gone. So she can rest now. This goes away. She now has 27 prowess, so she's kicking. So she could either run into the fire here, can trade and go 1, 2, and then hide twice. I mean, it barely matters at that point. And this doesn't help her. I mean, she can search for some of this crap, but 1, 2, I think she's there. Tomorrow's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she's pretty much searching until the game ends almost. If I am to be honest. But I don't know that she wants to run in totally naked. She has Patter and Howl and Bats. So I think she's going to go to the inn. So she's going to move to the inn. That's 2 moves, 3 moves, 4 moves. She is done. She'll score merchant. The captain on day 25 is going to run up to the house. So he's going to move in the house. I don't know if he has to end a day at the gambling establishment or just a phase. End your day. So frankly, I hate to say, but he's probably just going to hide out. And I mean, I don't even know that it matters what his extra, because he has an extra phase of dwellings. So he just hides out at the house and he's going to end his day there and he's going to score a couple points because he's going to get plus Gambler and plus Lost Scholar. So he's going to pop 2 points. That is pretty big, actually, I think. It's going to be an interesting sort of race to the finish is what we're going to see here. The Druid is trying to execute on this plan here. So if he hides once and moves twice in there, so he's going to hide once, and he has Lucky Day, so he can re-roll this if he needs to. Move to the Giant, and then search once. He might get super lucky because he has Sudden Insight, so he didn't even have to read. And he should score Rescue. And the Elf, well, the Elf is going to use his extra hide phase, and then search. And let's hope the Elf finds what he's looking for. And that's it. So it is day 25. We're going to make a monster roll right now. Let's do it. 3. Looks like, ooh, goblins. That's a rough one for sure. So Captain is first. Elf is last. So the Captain pops up here. The Scholar takes up a permanent residence right there. So we're going to score Lost Scholar, and then Captain's just hiding out. The patrol's going to show up, by the way, at the house. Captain doesn't care. But that's it. That's his day. We'll score his points here in a minute. I don't need that anymore. The Amazon goes here and hides. Because I don't think doesn't want to make the naked run. So she is hiding twice. Oh, she has to trade once. So she will trade once. She's going to get $18 because she paid. They do pay her. Absolutely. Twice as much. That's just sort of how the card works. So she sells it. She moves. And then she is hidden in the inn. So she's going to score Merchant. Much like the Captain will score him, will put the points out. Is going to score 2 points tonight in a second. She is done. The Druid is going to hide once. He does. He moves up into there. And he's going to use Sudden Insight to automatically score a locate roll on his search, which allows him to free the captive who becomes his guy, becomes his friend. A little late in the game for that. And he scores Rescue. So I will say that as last week's go, this is a very eventful last week. Like, all the characters are just pounding points out. So the scores of characters that were very low are going to, they're just going to shoot up here a little bit. And what popped? So it was goblins. But this is mountains. I don't think we get anything in the mountains. No, we do not. Druid is done. He doesn't draw anything anyway, so he's fine. And now the elf is going to hide. So let's hide him. He does. And now he searches 3 times, 3, 2, or 1, and he finds that passage. On the first try, he finds ruins 1, 5. And so he scored one of his navigators. The druid has used his sudden insight. He has completed rescue. The captain has completed gambler. Well, he has to do it, so we might as well do it. So gambler, you essentially bet. You have to bet something. He'll bet his last 4 gold, and then he rolls 2 dice, of course. Let's see, low is better. He rolls a 3, so he actually wins 2 times his bet. So, so he bets 4, and he gets, well, he wins double his bet, because 4 is you win 1 times your bet. So in other words, he wins. 6 is you lose your bet, and then 5 is a push. So he actually gets back 8 gold. So he gains 8 gold. Which strangely enough puts him over the 10 points, the 10 gold that he would need to score gold. Because before, now mind you, he can't because he spent all his stuff. So he's actually way down on the money here. He has archaeological dig. The druid gets explore the cliff and treasure cave in the lost castle. So, so dig in the ruins. That's in the ruins. The druid has explore cliff. And he has cache in the lost castle. So we'll have to really check those out real quick at some point to see what's what. The elf draws all the goblins in the world to him right here. And the pole pop with that guy. So okay, let's see what's what here. So we scored her, she's good. We scored all his stuff, he is good. The druid has scored, he's good, and I don't think anything appears there. The elf has popped one of his navigator pips, for better or worse, and he's got goblins in tow. Now the question is, if he kills all the goblins, can he catch the Amazon? And the answer is no. Maybe if he gets lucky somewhere, he can. Has he killed anything so far? He has 8 points. Well, yes, he could. If he scored 21 points today, he could. Now, he's not going to. That's almost impossible odds. But he's going to fight these guys for this very reason. And we are, again, using what I call the ambush protocol. So we are ambushing these guys. We know our bow is going to be alerted every turn. These are medium characters, and we do heavy damage, so we can go up to a 2. Up to a 4. 4, 3, 2, or 1 kills a goblin. And obviously a 6 keeps us hidden. So, first goblin. 4, 3, 2, or 1. 5. That is a miss. Do we remain hidden? Yes. Okay. We can commit to fatiguing, which we will on round 2, just to make this combat go. So let's see if it goes. 3. We kill this guy, and he is done. And we fatigue, because we played chits to fatigue. So this is round 3. We shoot. Oh, wait, we have to stay hidden. Sorry. That sucks a little bit. Oh, we don't stay hidden. Well, that really stinks. So we're not hidden, and we next round, with all the goblins in tow, we play this chit to run, and we are out of dodge. So we get out of dodge, and that is a whopping 1 point for us. So that stinks a little bit. So we were dreaming of 21 points. We scored, well, 1 point. And we're going to run this way because we were there from the get-go. So let's score our point. It also makes that stack less valuable because you can't get 21 points anymore. Now that stack is worth a maximum of 15 points. But I think that's all the fighting that we are going to see for the day. And it is day 26. So the Amazon is going to hide. She's going to move, and move to Mountain 4. That's her gig. She is going to be done with that. The captain... he's going to roll a random clearing in the woods since, so... I don't have the dig in here. I'm so lame. All right, we're going to get... I need to make more of those effectively. Let me get a component here. We will get Peace Pack. We'll get the crowns. And we will roll for the dig. Where is the dig? Says the captain. The dig is in 6, which puts it directly on the pool. So I hate to say it, but that almost makes that thing useless at this point because we're not going to fight the damn octopus to go find that archaeological dig. We're not going to do pub crawl. We're probably not going to kill a troll. I am almost certain. I'm almost certain the captain is mostly done. I mean, we could sort of get lucky with our guy and kill the octopus, but I don't think that's going to happen. We certainly don't want to fight the goblins in our state. We probably could have, so we could turn these 2 in. We could probably draw 2 more cards, but really at that point, we have Encounter the Ogres and then Sudden Insight. So we're not going to do Troll Slayer. So it's Diplomat with Ogres, which is Encounter them, and then one of them will join you, and then he has Insight. So I think the captain is mostly done. I think he's going to have to live with that. So I think, as boring as it is, I don't think I have anything for him to do. He could try to score more points in notoriety. He could just go try to loot a treasure site, which might be the way to go. But getting to one is a little bit of a thing. I don't know that there are any that he can even get to. Again, we're back to the pool. So I believe, frankly, and I hate to do this, but we only have 3 days left. With 3 days left, I think the captain retires. And he is done. So that's his turn, frankly. The druid... The druid is in no such hurry. So strangely enough, as dumb as this sounds, so the druid is going to hide twice and move into 3, and then Tamari's going to hide twice and move into there, and that's going to give him 1 day to find that treasure cache. So the druid's hiding twice, hide, and move. to 3. And then his next day is going to be hide, and move into 1. And then his last day is probably going to be hide, and then search. And he might be able to, he's going to pop this monastery, because you don't have to find it, you just have to get there, because it's not hidden. But if he finds a lost castle, he's going to get a treasure out of the lost castle. But more importantly, he gets a victory point for finding that lost castle. And if it's a great treasure, he can steal another half point off the elf, because he will win great treasures. So weird, but he's got a shot to get a point on the last day, or at least a little bit of points on the last day. The elf, having run, is going to move, hide, move. Well, let's see. Move. So let's flip this tile just offhand. So if he goes, he'll be in 2. Where's 2? 2 is not where he wants to be. He wants to be in 3 when he pops this tile. So he's going to move 2. So move 1, 2, 3. And then I think he hides twice. So extra hide. He has to move first. Extra hide, move, deep woods 3, done. And then in 2 days, I think he might be able to cap up Navigator. Okay, so day 26 is ready to begin. 6 is bats. That could be dangerous for our crew. We got them. The captain is done. So Druid first. Druid hides twice. He gets to roll 1 die to hide. He fails, but he hides twice, so good for him. He succeeds. And that puts him hidden here, with the only problem being, jeez. So he doesn't, you know what? He's the druid, so he doesn't draw any of these chits. So he's not worried about the bats here or here. So he's more worried. He's just worried about these things moving, and they didn't. So he's good, and he is done. The Amazon, on the other hand, not quite so lucky. The Amazon is going to hide and then move into Mountain 4. So little knowns to her. She'd better hide. She does. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's her move. And now she draws every flipping bat in the book. So first is stink on her. And the second, and this is more disconcerting, I think, a little bit, is the 2 bats in flutter appear right there. And then I think Howl also gets bats. So we literally drew all the bats in 1 tile in 1 day. That is a hell of a way to end the game, with every bat sitting on you. Because the Amazon can't run from that bat either. So that's a fight for her. Okay. So that's a druid. That's the Amazon. The elf is going to move. He's going to hide with his extra. He does. And he ends up there. And there are no bats and nothing else to appear. I don't think... The question is, the Amazon want to fight that bat? Does she want to try to take it out? Because if she takes it out... Having said that, it could wound the hell out of her, that bat, because she cannot guarantee to hit that bat. On a good note, she doesn't have to play any asterisks at all. She can literally play this chit and kill the bat, because she does heavy damage with this enhanced short sword, which I love that card, because it like I said, it's great for characters like the Amazon that historically have trouble. She'd have to play an M3 attack. You might end up where it's still hitting her. She has a 33% chance of killing it outright with the first round. And then every other round, this thing is going to just dink with her, hit her every time, damage her armor, and wound her. I'm going to say that she is just going to sit it out. She's good. She hides and waits. That's her. She does not need the points. She's not going to catch the captain in prowess. I can delete some of these. She's not going to catch the captain in prowess. The elf likely will not catch her in prowess in the next 2 days. If he did the goblin gambit perfectly, he would have. So I think she's good. I think she's just going to hide out. And the elf, nothing. So, okay. So how does this last 2 days play out then? Well, the Amazon is going to hide. Now, if she fails, she's stuck, and that is the problem. And that otherwise, she searches 3 times. If she finds it, she can pop Navigator. So I'll put plus Navigator. Question mark, question mark, question mark. There you go. And that would probably be her last hurrah. Oh, she burned a merchant already, so I don't know what her last card is. Armor. Take a damaged piece of armor to a random clearing in the mountain. No, she's not, Strangely enough, she's in the damn mountain, so I should have actually did that yesterday. 4. Mountain 4 is where she damn well is. So that's super weird, by the way. Give me a second. Let me get another piece pack. We'll just make it 2. I mean, she is there already. She doesn't have to find. She has to find the guy. She does have to pay a gold. So she would pay a gold, and she would score armor plus armor. So she can repair now 2 phases, 2 consecutive repair phases, and she can repair. This is fixed. She scores another point, which is, again, crazy. And she might score Navigator tomorrow to finish out. Captain is still done. The Druid has his move written already. And the Elf is the one we are sort of crazy about. So we're going to spell X and spell and enchant the tile. And then we're going to search and search. Because on the opposite side of the Deep Woods, this 3 is connected to 2 secret paths. So if we get super lucky and locate, we can pop Navigator in a single search. So I think we're closing in here on, I think day 27 is ready to roll, and then day 28 will be also very, very close to, yeah. So we are almost done here. So day 27. Get a monster roll. 5 for spiders, which we've not seen yet. Well, we saw M's and spiders once. Okay. Elf is first. So Elf hides because he can. He does. He's going to burn his ritual there, and he flips a tile. So let me burn the ritual. So he's going to burn that ritual and fatigue it. Tile is flipped. There's now gold magic in every clearing. He's going to search 2 times. He needs a 3, a 2, or a 1, and he does it. So he finds Deep Woods Enchanted, 3/6 and 3/4. And that gives him the 3 Navigator, so he scores Navigator today. So that gives him 1 more point. He also can cross 3 more things off. At this stage in the game, I don't even care. We're just going to pop 3 randos just because. I mean, because it's not going to matter effectively at this stage in the game. What does matter, though, is he does draw a stink, and I think that's going to cause a spider to appear on his spot. So that's that, and the elf is done for the day. The druid, I think what he hides twice. Oh, he rolls 1 die to hide. He fails. 1 die to hide. He succeeds. He walks up in here. Now he's going to score the monastery, and I'm going to mark it off because he gets to score because he's the first one to hit the monastery. So he, the druid, I'm going to give him plus monastery. So that's a point for the druid. And he is hidden. And nothing appears because it's the druid. He's not going to turn these over. The poor Amazon will, though. But first she needs to hide or get blocked by the bats. She fails. Ah, that's going to kill her. Not kill her dead. She'll probably survive this fight. But it sucks because we were counting on a search today. And that didn't happen. So she is blocked. And now we get Patter and Howl. Patter M, I'm pretty sure, draws this spider, but it only draws it to here. And that is the end of that day. So we have the elf. Does he even care? For 3 points. And he's not going to catch anyone. Yeah, I'm gonna say he hides it out and he just waits, and he's probably gonna be done actually. So I'm gonna say that he retires effectively off the board, probably for his last day, because there's no real point to him. I don't think he scores anymore. Like I said, he can pop those 3 points. Oh wait, actually no, he does not retire. Screw this. What the hell on? I'm not paying attention. The elf has had big game, heavy, forever. So he is fighting this damn thing, damn it. So we're ambush ready. And the elf needs to roll a 3, 2, or 1. He needs to do heavy damage or better. 3, 2, or 1 on this bow. He rolls a 6 and blows it, doing minimal damage. He does remain hidden, though. So that's round 1. On round 2, he's going to commit to fatiguing a fight, and he rolls a 3, 2, or 1. A 4, not good enough. Is he hidden? No, he is not hidden. Ugh. And he has to burn this fight. Wow, that's terrible. Okay. He'll run. He's going to run. That's fine. So he'll run this way, and he is done. That's fine. He's good. He can try it again tomorrow to score that last sweet point. Now the Amazon has to fight this bad. So it's on her sheet. There's no ambush anything. We are just fighting this darn bat. So we're going to draw the sword out here. She needs to play. She's going to play a move 2 just because, and she's going to play that. And she will do light star damage. Actually, it barely matters. Yeah, light star damage is fine. That's heavy, good enough. 1 or a 4 is what we're looking for. We get a 2. That means he goes down there. Does he flip? Because this is important. If he flips, he doesn't flip. So we miss. The bat hits us. It hits us in the armor here and wounds us. So we're going to take a move M4 and wound it. And it's now round 2. 5. So nope, everything shifts up. He goes there. Well, shifts down 1, I should say. Does he flip? We really want him to flip now. And he does. Which means he misses because we do have that going for us at least. So that's the first round where nothing happens. This is round 2. A 3. So he goes there. Does he flip? He does not flip. So second round, nothing happens, and we are done. And that's that. And that is pretty much it. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do the same thing. Hide and search, search, search. And she is, of course, hoping to score Navigator. And she, oops, jeez. She is hoping to score Navigator. And we'll see if she does. Captain is retired. The Druid, well, he does still need to hide because now he's sitting in there. And he gets cash, maybe? And then finally, our elf is going to move. He's going to X-hide, hide, hide, and move back into the spider in hopes to kill and get big game hunter. And it is day 28. There's gold magic in every clearing. Whatever pops here, 3. So all these guys come off the board and are unkilled, which is sort of funny. I wish it did like a slightly better job. There we go, lining those up. It sort of does, and you can occasionally get it to cheat for you a little bit. So we'll take those guys. These guys are coming off the board. The spear goblins, wherever they are. Where do we put the spear goblins? Are they dead too? Oh, the spear goblins were here. Hold on. Oh, the axe goblins appeared here. Right. So the axe goblins. Okay, done. So we pulled the goblins off the board. We're pulling the octopus off the pool. Done. The patrol comes off the board. I mean, none of the. I would argue none of this matters. The goblins coming off the board could matter. Druid's going first. If he hides, he has a shot. He rolls 1 die to hide. He does have lucky day, so he can re-roll this. He hides. He's going to search 3 times. Again, he can re-roll this if he needs to. So 1. That's a failed search. 2. That is a failed search. He needs to locate 4 or a 1. 3. He fails it again. He's going to use lucky day to get 1 re-roll. 6. He fails. And honestly, that's a little bit of a lame end to his saga there. He doesn't find the cash and doesn't score his last point. Amazon has to hide. She does not have any luck, but she does hide, and she gets 3 searches to roll a 3, 2, or 1. 3? Nope, that's 1 time. That's a fail. This is her second, and she succeeds. So she finds Mountain Green. That is Navigator. That's an extra point for her. And she is done. Also, and nothing appears because goblins don't appear in those mountains. The elf is going to go here. He's going to hide. He fails, but he hides again. He fails. Does he get a 3rd hide? Yes, he gets a 3rd hide. before he goes back in there. He failed. Goes in and faces the spider. Mano a mano. Is it worth potentially dying to fight the spider? And we're going to say no. So he runs out of the clearing. And that's it. We are done. Let's look at scores and wrap this one up. Let's put this one in the books here. So, the Amazon ended up, strangely enough, with 7 points in cards. Literally scored 4 points in cards last week. Prowess, she is second in prowess. She will score prowess. Gold, strangely enough, 10, 10, 12. She is first place in gold with 2 points in gold. She scores nothing else, but that is enough to put her at a total of 10 points. She scored 7 points last week. That is awesome. I sort of love it. Let's see if the captain is bummed that he sort of screwed this up. The captain ended up with 7 points in cards also. The captain has 2 points in prowess. No treasures, no spells. Gold sucks. He has 12 gold, which should score him gold, but if you recall, he sold $14 of his stuff, so he's actually technically at negative for that. So he cannot score that. He gets 9 points, and he ends up with 9 points. Also did great, by the way, but did not score quite as well. He scored essentially 3 points the last week. The druid scored, he has 3 points in cards. No prowess. No gold. He does have a great treasure. Spells, though, he has 1 spell, and that's enough to put him at 1.5 points for spells. And so his total ends up being 6. So that's not horrible given where he started this week. Not great. It's not going to put him in the top 2. Now let's see what the elf is, because the elf was sort of in the lead quite a bit, but then didn't quite manage to pull much off here ultimately that last week. So he has 6 points. No points in prowess. Gold is nothing. Great treasures is 1.5 still because he has 1. And he actually drops a 0.5 point because the druid sort of caught him out on that. So he ends up with a total of 9 points. And so the Amazon wins the game. Weirdly, the druid is the loser here. The elf and the captain sort of manage a good game and manage to score 9 points. All in all, I liked it. I loved it a lot. Now, the question is, does the captain of the elf get to go into the next round? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take top 2 from each winning cohort. So I'll go back through all the games here, figure out who's the top 2 in each, and we'll make our next round based on that. However, we got to choose between the captain and the elf. And so I hate to say it, it's going to be a random roll. So captain or elf. So we'll turn these scores off. We'll zoom in on the dice here. The captain is the red die. The elf is the white die. Whoever rolls highest, 4. So it is the captain. So the captain wins. So we're going to give him, so we'll put the scores back up. And we're going to give the captain 9.1 points with the tiebreaker there. And let me just widen out the tiniest bit so that I mean, you guys can't see it, but I have a line sort of at the end. So that's it. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, that's it. We're good to go. And thank you for watching. That was the Amazon Captain Druid and the Elf. The Amazon and the Captain move on, and we will get back with the next round here, probably next week. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.